Okay, welcome back everyone. We're now going to drape a skirt, flared skirt, and we're going to do it with the grain on the side seam. Okay? We did the grain on the center front and it went pretty good. The next one, it gets a little trickier, but not much. Okay, you understand the basic principles here. So on this one, here's my side seam. So I'm going to drape it this way. So I want to put my guidelines in starting on this line. All right? So, and my fabric is blocked beautifully. Thanks to Carly for blocking. All right. Okay. So I'm going to put my line here. I'm going to mark an inch. Okay, and where should I put my hip line? What did we, last time we went 12 inches down because we want more room above the hip so that I can drop it, right? Remember how, see how much it dropped? So we have to add extra. So I think I did 12 inches last time, so I'm just going to stick with that on this one. We'll kind of do the same thing. Okay, so there's there. All right. Okay. We're ready to go. Now this, before I get started, I need to figure out where I want my flare cones to go, okay? And then I'm going to stick pins there. All right? Does anyone have any preference? You could do one here. Maybe I'll do these two. Maybe I'll try and do 3 small ones on this one. Should we do that? So we've got one here, and I'll do one at the princess line. Okay, so we'll try that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to fold this under. We can close that. I wonder if we should close that door. They're getting kind of noisy. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put this in. Remember, this will be a lot easier to do when you're sitting in front. You shouldn't talk with pins in your mouth, but I've become an expert at that. But I don't do this at home. Okay, now this is kind of interesting because when we make patterns, have we ever had the side seam directly on grain above the hip? Usually you don't do that because it's a curve, right? It's a slight curve. So we may have to come back and do some adjusting on that side seam. We can have the grain coming here like we've got, but from here up we may at the end find that we have a little too much ease here and have to move it over, okay? So we might have to do that, all right? Okay, so the first thing, what are the steps that we do? What's the first thing? Okay, first thing is we go over to where our pin is, straight down, and mark it, right? So here's my first pin, and I'm gonna go straight down and put a pin in here. Okay, and then I'm going to go straight up, and I'm going to put a pin in at the top. Now, if your flare cone is not coming out right, it could be that you've allowed some ease to come in between here and here, okay? So you want this to be nice and smooth right here. All right, so see, you don't want any extra. Okay, now that I've done that, the next thing is we're going to slash it, right, to that pin, okay? And I'm just going to get rid of some of this so it's out of the way. And then I'm going to drop it to get the right amount that I want it. And you know what? I'm not directly below. So I'm just going to adjust this really quick because there. So if your flare cone's not coming in straight, it could be that you're not directly below it. Okay? So that looks good. Okay? So see that? So I put in a little bit of flare there, and it's matching up with the slash I made. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put another pin. Okay, and then I'm going to smooth this over until I'm directly below. This one will be easy because it's my princess line. Okay, but however, the princess line curves, and I want this to be straight. So I'm going to put a pin right below it, which is not going to end up on the princess line, because again, it's going to be straight. See that? So here's where I started. Okay, does that look like it's straight down? See, and here's the princess line, but to be straight down, I believe I'm over here a little bit more. Okay, so let's stick a pin in at the top here. Okay, and then I'm going to slash. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to get some more flare here. So I drop it here on that side, and let's get some more here. There, how's that? That looks good. Now is it going straight up, or is it kind of curving a bit? Does that look like it's coming straight up, or is it curving? I think we're doing okay, but now here's another thing. What if I want the flare cone to end before I get to the top? You can have it end here. You don't have to go all the way up to here. Kind of depends on how much flare. What happens if I put too much? Oh, I already pinned it. On the next one, I'm going to show you. So let's go straight down from the next one here. Okay, and does that look about right? Wait. Yeah. Where am I? Okay, here I am at. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, here we are. Okay, is that looking straight to you, or is it kind of curving at the top? Is that coming up straight, or is it curving a little bit? What is it looking like? Curving? All right. So I think it is curving just a little bit, kind of in here. And it could be that I'm not straight down from the pin. I keep going back to my first one. And this one I haven't cut it yet. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that seems like it's curving a little bit. It could be that this is not straight down. So I might... Oh, well, okay, here we go. So if I just kind of move that over to where it's more straight down from my pin, there, how does that look? Does that look better? Okay, so that one's going up straight. So I think we're okay there. So I'm going to stick, I've got to take my pin out and put it back in. Okay, there we go. Now, the next one is over just a little ways. And I put my pin straight down from there. Okay, now, on this one, I'm kind of limited here on what I can do, because I've got to end it right here. But what happens, okay, so let's get some flare. So what if I just want to put in a tiny bit of flare, and maybe I want it to end before it gets to the top? Then I could do something like that. What if I put in way too much flare, and I've got so much flare it just starts to like fold over and go flat? See, if it starts to do that, that's not good either. Okay, so you don't want to put in so much that it starts to do that. You're better off to put in an extra flare. Okay, so let's go about, now is that going down straight? Is that's not, okay, that's not coming in straight. So that means that I probably didn't put this straight below it. So let me just stick that over a little ways. There, how's that? Is that better? So, and this one I've got a little bit. Okay, does that look straight? Okay. From this side, it doesn't look straight, but I think it does if you look straight on. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, so I'm just going to put that in there, and I need to put some ease in. Okay, and I've got to push this back to center front because it's getting in the way. So let's just push that. Okay, and I need some ease, so I'm just going to put in a teeny bit right there. I should have put it, I probably should have built in some ease as I went. That would have been, although I can put some in there. So I think I will put it over there. So I think now I'm going to just finish pinning this. Okay. Pin it to center front, or yeah, center front. Pin that flat. Now I'm going to come over to the side, okay, and I'm going to stick a little ease in this and make this one have a little bit more shape here, okay. Okay, and so this is actually going to, I'm going to have to redraw this line here. Which is okay, because that's the side seam. Okay, so how's that look?
So where did you get the ease?
I undid this, and I pushed it over. And I got a little ease, and then that will give me a little bit more. I don't really want this on the straight grain. I want this part on the straight grain, but this right here doesn't look too good on the straight grain, because that's a curve. Our bodies are curved here. So that looks better like that. Alright, and so I'll just I'll do another color so you can see it. But see how it hangs here straight? Okay, so what do you think? Does that look alright? Yes.
How do you know where to put the top pins along the waist?
You decide where you want the flare.
Okay.
So you get to design that. Alright, anything else? Okay, so let me mark. So when we mark the side seams, we go to the back, right? So I'm just going to do a little L here because that's the corner. And then I'm just going to come to the back here and put in some dots. Okay, and then I'm going to come and go to the middle of this twill tape for the waist. Over to here, I'm going to do a little L, okay, and then I'm going to mark. Now center front should be a straight line, so if I do here, then I should be able to draw that straight, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this in. Okay, alright, so I've got the center front the hip line. And then I'm gonna lay this down, put another line there, because that will be a straight line. And then I've got my waist, and I've redrawn my side seam a little bit, and then from here down it's just straight. All right, so did we forget to mark anything? What's that? Oh, the hem, yes, we can't forget the hem, except I think that I might not do the hem, because it takes a while, and you guys know how to do the hem now. All right, so we want to, but that's true, you don't want to take it off without doing your hem. Okay. Okay. All right. This is going to ruin your fingernails. Just thought I'd mention it to you. So, good luck on that. My fingernails are already ruined, so I'm okay.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Sacrifice your fingernails. Okay, here we go. So let's do our side seams. And we're gonna draw everything. So this is a little different now. Okay. And then here's our waist. And I have one little dot that's kind of stray. We'll leave that one. And then here's our center front. And I am, since this really is a straight line, I'm going to straighten that out a little bit here. There we go. Okay. And then our hem we can just cut off. Okay, so we need some seam allowances. So here we add 1/2 inch. Okay, and then we're going to add 1/2 inch here. And I think I'll just guess on that so we can keep moving. Okay, and then I didn't, now, this is a side seam. I started out with 1 inch, but because it's a curve, I really only need 1/2 inch here. And since I needed that extra, I'm just going to draw in 1/2 inch. Okay? And then this just goes down straight. There we go. Okay, now, usually your center front is 1 inch, so I probably should have drawn a full inch there. So I think I'll redraw that, because that is straight. Okay, so that's good. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll cut this off and try it back on and see how it looks. I'm just going to draw a nice little hem here, or just cut off this pointed part. How's that? Let me look at it. Kind of a jaggedy little thing. There. And that's actually too short of a hem, because it doesn't really fit, does it? On this other side, but that's okay. We're making a handkerchief hem on one corner. Okay, here, this is looking jaggedy, just because I want to get it, keep moving here. Okay. So, now I'm going to fold it under, because that's where this will go. Okay. Then I'll bring this over to this side. We've got some ease here, so that's good. If we pull this up, then we'll see more of our flare. Can you see the flare? Kind of, because of the grain, it wants to all go to one side. I'm gonna have a pile of pins right here. There we go. Okay. There, how's that? There we have, see, it kind of you can see the 3 cones, and you can see how it wants to go straight here. All right, how do you like this one? Okay. Kind of, it does look just a little bit different, doesn't it? But I'll just put a pin here so you can kind of see. There, see how it kind of wants to go towards the front, even though I actually started right here with the flare. Okay, there we go. She's starting to get dressed. So we have one more to do. So should we just go with it? We'll keep going here. Okay? All right, this one. Now we got to do the lines a little bit differently on this one. Okay, so I think I'll just start here. We'll kind of turn that under a little bit. All right, and this one, because I'm actually going to start here, I need to draw my grid guidelines in the middle. All right, so I'm just going to wait. All right, this is how did we do this one? Yeah.
Did I do it wrong?
I think, what was the first number?
26.
I don't know, but I just remember I did it because there wasn't 45 inches.
Yeah, that's my comment here.
Okay, but it looks like here,
So I
let's
did
turn
it.
it off for a sec.